Both wallets are made in Mozambique, Africa. We have two wallets from Flatcrown Leather. And so let's get into it. We've got these white boxes, cardboard. This is the Ranger. We'll put it down and get into the second one, which is the Scout. So we have both of these. First, the Ranger. It is a bifold, so we can see this is a buck brown, and the Scout, which is a slim wallet, is in a leaf green. If you like hearing stories of lifelong friends from different backgrounds, taking different paths, but bringing to life a shared passion, then keep watching. This is a great story. Let's start first with the Ranger. The Ranger has an internal card capacity of up to 8. So when we open it up, nothing in the exterior, we can see we have 4 cards right here. Those card slots provide up to 2 cards each, and then we have 2 interior rear slots right here. This is really for cash, folded, or additional cards. It's really up to you. If we look at the Scout being a slim wallet, pretty simple. We've got 2 exterior slots, one in the front, one in the back, and we have this nice interior one right here. So with this, basically 2 cards, capacity up to 4 cards, additional cards, folded cash right here in the middle, very small and quite nice. So let's look at the Ranger. It measures 4.7 by 3.1 by 0.5, and the Scout is 3.7 by 2.8 by 0.3. Now, if we look at their weights, we've got the Ranger coming in at 2.5 ounces or 70 grams, and the Scout, of course, a lot lighter, 1 ounce or 27 grams. Zuva Donduro and Alex Fletcher, childhood friends since the 1st grade. Alex was born in South Africa but grew up in Mozambique. Zuva was born in Mozambique, where they both developed a lifelong friendship. Together, they spent countless hours exploring the national parks, game lodges, developing the love of nature in their country they were in. Now, eventually, Zuva moved to Idaho in the United States, and Alex stayed in Mozambique. Soon after, Alex provided Zuva with a handmade wallet, and the two finished the rest of the framework for a wonderful country where goods are made in Mozambique itself, providing jobs and income to local workers, with Idaho in the United States being the sales and distribution hub of this business. An incredible story. So now, on to the card and cash insertion test. Now, on the Ranger, company recommends up to 10 cards, of course, and I don't say of course, but with 6 cards on the Scout. Now, of course, I didn't get that many in there because it needs to stretch. If you want more cards in here, you'll have to work with it, put some cards in, and it'll gradually stretch over time. Both wallets are made in Mozambique, Africa. So far, we've reviewed wallets from 42 countries, and this is the first wallet we have from a country in Africa, the continent. Now, they're both made from full-grain veg-tanned Mozambican leather. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a smell. Oh, yeah, and that smells good. And there's just some wonderful striations that you can see in this leather. You get a feel for that. This particular one has what looks like a pop mark on it. I mean, this is what you get from the animal, and this is just amazing. Now, the leather is laser cut, then it's saddle stitched by hand. And we look at the pocket leather. This leather goes all the way down, so it's not just a topper. The stitching is very precise all the way around and very straight. And it's reinforced in all the right areas. We can see with the pockets up at the top over here on the bottom. So as this gets used, it's not going to really pull out. And it is saddle stitched, as I mentioned, which means this is going to last a very long time. And for those that are new, if you happen to pop a stitch, it's not going to unravel because saddle stitching ensures that you have a containment with each one of these loops so that if something pops, it's just not going to come apart. Leather layers are lined up very nicely, as we can see, and the edges are sanded and painted on both of these. We can actually see here, we've got the reinforcement that we're hoping for, as well as up at the top, because this is going to be opened quite a bit, and want to make sure that this will last a long time. Really nice construction. As of this recording, the price for the Ranger is $109, and for the Scout, $100. As we continue our story, not stopping at continuing their friendship through Flatcrown, they decided to commit 5% of all sales to wildlife conservation with a special focus on the Gorogosa National Park in Mozambique. More than a venture, Flatcrown is a means to give back to a place and lifestyle they loved growing up together. Now let's look at the usability. One thing I really like about the Ranger, and this is different from wallet to wallet, and I think it is important, is that we see a staggering of the cards. Okay, the staggering means that you don't have cards that are stacked like this, at which point then you're trying to get to the right card by moving past many. You can see the card you want. We can see the slope that goes down here on both sides, and that gives you the function of being able to put your finger and thumb to pull a card out. We see the same capability here on the Scout. It has the slope that goes down, and this one's interesting because it then goes up to the top. We see we have a grab point here to grab a card from the top, and of course, cards you may put on the interior here are not going to be cards you use very often. Those should be in the exterior, but you do have that grip capability right there. Not surprisingly, well, to me anyway, not surprisingly, the leather is really quite supple and provides a lot of flexibility. It's not a really tough leather to work with. I like that because you can see that I can move this around a bit, especially with no cards in it, but it just has a great feel for it. And I like this leather, Mozambique leather. Maybe that's a new leather that we can see makers using in the future. And as I mentioned, ease of use over time will develop a wonderful patina for both of these wallets as they fit in your pocket. If we look at the Ranger itself, it's still a front pocket, rear pocket carry, both because they're leather or rear or front pocket. The Slim was really more of a front pocket carry. A great offering from a small maker looking to produce an excellent product while assisting a worthy cause. Now, on to the final score. They both have the same score. Quality of 5, very well produced. Price of 2, I think a little expensive comparatively to what you get, but then again, you're also contributing to a good cause as part of the purchase. Features of 3, does what it should. Usability of 4, I like the pieces of design that are in there that help provide greater functionality. And perception of 4, giving back to causes important to the owners and their customers really is a bonus. And that gives us a final score, 3.8 out of 5. If you like this video, then watch this one next. And as always, we'll see you in the next review. That's what I do. Goodbye.